Hi, my name is Bailey Lorton. I've been part of the Y for 15 years, and this is my Y story. My earliest memory at the Y was probably being involved in gymnastics and swim team. And it was there that I got to not only build friendships, but also have so many mentors and adults pour into our lives. The Y has a great program called Leaders Club. And so that is really focused on teaching kids the heart of servanthood and also leadership. And so that is where a lot of my leadership skills began. And so there was not only communication that was necessary to communicate with your peers and people who were older than you and how to work and talk professionally, but there was also team building, that you had to learn that you have to work well with the people that are around you and build that relationship. It also went to the foundations of relationship building, that you can't just go into a job and start demanding things, but you need to learn the hearts of the people. And having those skills rooted in such Christian principles really paved the way for me to go into what I'm doing now in directing children and adults and doing that well. I think that the biggest impact on my Y journey was some of the directors here, and they always had an office door open. They poured out their hearts to me. They were a safe place for me to fall. And it was just the intentional part of them investing into me that really has changed the way that I go and serve the world now. The way that they were slow to speak and quick to listen is how I'm now slow to speak and quick to listen. The way that they taught me how to time manage and to invest in lives, that people are more important than your projects, that's really created a framework for how I now go live. And the fact of, yes, there are 20 things to do, but that person is more important than those things. One of the pivotal faces of the Y for so long has been E. And what was cool about our relationship is that although I don't remember her from the early years, she can go back and say that it's been really cool to watch me grow up. And in those teen years, when you can be pulled in so many different directions, she took the time to take a chance on me. This little 13-year-old teenager who probably didn't know what the heck she was doing, but E saw the potential in that and she really grew it. So she took the time to bring me in, to challenge me, to train me, to put me in my place, but to help me grow, because she knew that the investment she was making now, even though it didn't feel good, it was going to produce fruit in the end. And so she and I have a great relationship now. It's one that has truly turned into friendship, and where it used to be a peer to a mentor, she has grown me to now look at it through the lens of I'm able to help her just as much as she could help me. And that has really painted the picture of how, yeah, sometimes the youth are ugly and sometimes they're annoying and they're brats and they don't know what to do. But there's also the time where if you take the chance to invest in them, and if you constantly pour encouragement and life into them, look at what they can become. E loves to have a lot of challenges in life. And so one day we had a team building with all the counselors, and it was a road rally. And at the end, I did not know, but we had to be blindfolded, and everybody knew but me at the time, that it was actually a surprise graduation party. And it was one of the coolest moments of my life when I ripped off that bandana to see this pavilion full of people. And yes, it was my family and my friends, but so many of those people were my Y family. And it was crazy to look back on all these people who had shaped me and invested in me and encouraged me to become the person that I was, and all of them standing right there being like, yes, like, we love you, we support you, we encourage you. And so that was such a cool moment of all these faces in one picture, because yeah, in the daily day life, they were all around me, but to see them together was a really cool moment. I once heard a quote at leadership training school, which is where Leaders Club goes every summer. And there was a speaker there, and he said that the Y isn't a destination, but it's a launching pad. And at the time I heard that and I was like, heck to the no, I'm staying at the Y forever. But as life changed and evolved, that statement has really found true in my life, that the Y was the foundation, and now it prepared me to launch into the world. So I am now currently the children's director at Harvest Community Church down in Orlando, Florida. And although it is 15 hours away and it was hard to leave this family, the Y prepared me to go down there and be successful.